The injury report is often a match-mash of names that will or won't play, did or didn't practice, and the NFL, for whatever reason, requires the teams the week before the week of the Super Bowl to do a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday injury report. Even though no one practiced on Wednesday, we got the report. And the Eagles have several names of guys who did not practice. You see Kenneth Gainwell with a concussion. Saquon Barkley has the rest designation, but he was having a little calf issue. He was having a little calf issue during the game. It's not on the list. You see the other guys on there. Landon Dickerson, he was clearly bothered with a knee problem. Cam Jurgens, who came in when Dickerson exited. It's refreshing for the Eagles that Jalen Hurts isn't on it at all. That means the left knee is fine. But remember, last year they didn't put the left knee injury on the report for weeks when everybody knew he was injured. But that's what they released, and I don't think there's anything on it that surprises me. And obviously, there's still a week and a half away. The Devontae Smith hamstring, that's something to pay attention to.
Definitely.
But there's nothing that really makes me say, wow, they got a problem. We got to worry about this guy in advance of next week. Although, obviously, not having Landon Dickerson would be a negative if that knee injury keeps him from playing.
That's right. I think, Devontae Smith, you said that's a little concerning. Wide receiver, hamstring. We know, he's a mismatch nightmare. But the Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, how their health status, that I do look at that. Of course, that's Chris Jones territory right there. And as we've talked about so much, it's the best offensive line in football. And Landon Dickerson's the best guard in football. He's the best guard. He would have been first-team All-Pro this year if he didn't miss 5 games. So, yeah, that is a big deal. We'll see where that goes. But all in all, it feels like they're going to be at full strength, and that's what more than anything what I want. I want to see both of these teams as close as they can be to full strength so there's no excuses or we don't miss anybody key to the matchup.
It really is curious, though, calf isn't there because rest/ankle is there for Dallas Goedert, but calf is not part of the designation along with rest for Saquon Barkley. But week and a half to go. We'll see how it plays out. There'll be more injury reports, and the ones next week will mean a lot more. For the Chiefs, everybody's fine. Anybody who has an injury fully participated in practice, including Patrick Mahomes, who had that ankle injury during the regular season. They created some concern. It has not affected his play. And the fact that these guys are on the report means they're getting treatment because they fully participated. They didn't miss a snap because of it. They're getting treatment, and it's 2 ankles, 2 quads, and a knee.
Yeah, you got to feel pretty good about that altogether. This is a week of, hey, practice is usually pretty real, and it's pretty intense, and you lay down most of the framework for your game plan this week. So there's important work to be done. There's no doubt about it. But like we said with the Eagles, it's great to see the Chiefs sounds like going to be pretty much healthy. To me, the big question with the Chiefs and the injury thing here is, do they decide maybe in this 2 weeks to get one of the left tackles that played early in the year back at left tackle and move Joe Thuney back to guard? And they go, wait, that's our best 5? Or do they not mess with it at all? And they just go, wait, the last few weeks has been Joe Thuney at left tackle, Caliendo at left guard, and let's just ride with that and not mess with that against this Eagles front. That's what I'm going to be interested to see what they do there and if they try to juggle something on that offensive line.
I mean, did you see the play when Caliendo got thrown into Mahomes' legs? All due respect to Mike and Frank Caliendo, but
well, that's what they got to balance. He's definitely the weak link. There was plays like that against the Houston Texans too, where he was all over the place. So do they want to go back and go, wait, Joe Thuney, one of the strengths of our team was the interior O-line when Joe Thuney was there, right? Do they want to get back to that because they think, hey, we got to run on Philly and do that stuff, but then be a little bit like, these left tackles haven't played much. Are they going to be ready? Or do they do what we're talking about? Joe Thuney at left tackle, hey, we're calm here, but yeah, Caliendo in the inside run game, it's a liability, and it's not going to be as good running the football. That's going to be an interesting decision to be made there.
What are you more concerned about, the interior or exterior defensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles?
What was the name of that guy we were just talking about a few minutes ago? Yeah,
98.
Exactly. 98.
Jumping over Caliendo.
He almost got my NFL Defensive MVP vote. He is as good as we've ever seen. He is a freak show, a play up guy, whatever you
Hey,
want to
we
talk
go.
about.
Hey,
Boom.
hello.
We haven't talked about that in a while, and he's starting to be a worldwide leader in that stat. But, yeah, that's where you think about Tooney, because Tooney at guard is probably, or at least in the conversation, the best pass-protecting guard in the game. That's why he can make that transition to left tackle so well. So that's where, I'm going to be interested to see. Andy Reid's usually got the magic touch with the offensive line. That's going to be a good one for him to figure out there.
Yesterday I was talking with Matt Casey about the guests that we have next week, and it really is an impressive, and it will be exhausting for us and for them, list of guests. But Pac-Man Jones is going to swing by, and Pac-Man Jones was on the show when it was on NBCSN and terrestrial radio back 7-8 years ago, and Pac-Man dropped an F-bomb casually.
My kind of
back
guy.
in those days, it was a big deal. You just let it fly whenever. Fortunately, we're not subject to the FCC because it's Peacock and it's serious, but nevertheless, I remember just be like, did he say what I think he said? And we had this big apology when I came back on the air after.
Oh, Pac will be fun.
You say it, and off it goes.
We got some history, me and Pac-Man, certainly. We got some common friends throughout the years in the NFL. We've had some good laughs and some good stories. And, I heard a lot of stories about Pac-Man when I got to the Tennessee Titans, and he had just left there. He's a character, that's for sure.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.